Hello there, thanks very much for stopping by. It's Moira McDonald, as you might guess. Day 2 of, that's just to prove it's me, day 2 of Make It With Moira, and since yesterday I sprayed this with some Lindy's Stamp Gang spray, and well, it's got a kind of goldy sheen to it now. It also puckered slightly, which was a wee bit annoying, but as you and I both know, we will be undoubtedly adorning this in some fashion when we're done. So, in the meantime, I'll put it out the way and we'll get into what I planned to do today. I'm going to do some of the pages, well, at least make a start on the pages. And I've got 6 normal pages and 2 from a lined jotter and 2 from a squared jotter. Jotter is, I think, the American folks don't call them jotters, they call them, is it composition books, I think they call them. Anyway, that's the gist of it. That's what I'm planning to use. I also, over and above that, have, hold on, I need to move that wee bit of paper out of the way. I've taken 2 pages of the Tim Holtz book to use in the journal as well. It's going to be one signature, so it's, I like one signatures because, quite frankly, I find it really difficult to measure things to get them to fit. So let's just, why is that page not right? Right, that's my pages, but I'm looking at it and that's not the same, that's not the right size. Wait a second. Do you know, I can't cut paper. I don't know about the rest of you, but I have terrible bother cutting paper, and I don't seem to be capable, even with these things, of cutting anything straight, and I don't know how it happens. I really genuinely don't know how it happens. So there was a wee overlap there, but there isn't any more. Where was the other page to check that? There's a wee overlap in that as well. It's clearly the way I'm holding it down and cutting, which isn't working out for me. Right, so back to where we were. So I've got my pages pretty much. Hold on a wee second till I get rid of these wee bits of paper. What I was planning on doing was having a kind of fold out type thing, a bit of concertina tag. Sorry, I've got to have a coffee, I'm not long in. I had to, my son wanted to go and buy a plant, so I drove us up to the shop where we got the plant. Anyway, back to the matter in hand. What I'd want, there's a couple of book pages and a music sheet as well, and I'll tell you about them as we go through things. Right, so see the paper that we've got left over. What I had planned on doing on this was having these as fold-outs within the book, so that you could use them either as kind of like photo mats or something like that. So I need to put a hinge on it, so I'll make it 1/2 inch. Score down at 1/2 inch with that. Now the pages are, let me think, what were they, 4.5 I think they were. So we want to make it smaller than that, obviously. So we shall make the pages, wait a minute, they're 4.5. Right, so I'll make them No, will I? I'll make them 3.5. The one thing I would say is I had planned on using them as pages for putting in photos and things like that, but 3.5 is probably a bit small for that, so it maybe be a picture that you would be cutting down, because most right, so wait a minute, if that goes in like that, that needs to fold that way, that needs to fold that way. That's fine. What I'll also do is I shall add to these some journaling spaces, just in case somebody would prefer to use that. Now I've got another one, I think that's actually a different size, that's slightly smaller, but it doesn't matter because they're not going to be kept next to one another. It's not as if anybody's going to be measuring up and saying no, that doesn't fit. Right, so 3.5. And I'm going to have to take a wee bit off of this one, but that is okay. It's upside down. That way again. Oh, I never showed you Captain Picard yesterday. He keeps me company. My son bought him at a comic book fair. Cost 10 quid, by the way. Oscar Cat Creations. Somebody in Glasgow that's doing them, and it's Oscar Cat Creations at iCloud.com, and it's a wee Captain Picard, because I'm a big Star Trek fan. Now you probably didn't know that, but Captain Picard sits on my desk and keeps me company, as opposed to, do you remember Percy the Potato? He wasn't much a conversationalist, to be fair. That out the way, and that should be us. Right, so those are cut, ready to go in, although what I would also like to do on the little hinge is probably cut a little corner off those. Get my scissors. There we go. That's those ready. Now, I'll put them over there. Another wee drink, bear with me. Something else I wanted to do, you know how I like, this involves a big shot. I might move my cup. You know how I like to do die cutting of some pages? Well, I got, if you watched my Christmas card videos, you might have seen these. It's some Tim Holtz dies that I got fairly recently, and what I do is they cut into the page, so I thought I could use these. Now if you give me just a wee second, I'll run this through, and really want to get a new big shot. I quite fancy getting the bigger one, you know, the one that does thingies. It does bigger sheets of paper. Right, so I cut both. Oh, that was a bit close to the edge there, I didn't realise. I cut both bits at the same time, if you can see those okay. And hold on, I'll need to get rid of all these bits of paper, because if I don't, that'll be something for me to have to vacuum. Anyway, these particular dies come in a set of 4, but I'm not going to use all 4 because there's not that many pages going into this book. This one looks kind of like a wee honeycomb. Wait a minute to get it set up. And Daisy's away. Right, so Daisy's now shut out. She likes to bark at that window, at anyone at all, and if it's not that, Chip's at the back door barking at the squirrels. Right, so anyway, back to the matter in hand. We'll run this one through. That should be enough. There's actually a wee bit of silver stuck in that from Christmas. Oh, Christmas cards, should I say. And that's those pages. It adds an interesting touch, I think. Right, so wait till I get rid of all those wee bits of paper. I don't have a bin next to me because quite frankly it would be overflowing. I would never empty it. Oh, sorry. Threw my cutting plates on the floor. No harm done. There we go. Right. So here's where we are. Oh. We've got our pages, started folders. These came out of one of these books. I don't know what you call it, but they've got wee rings all the way down, so it's got the bit at the top, and I kept that because I just liked that as being part of the style. Right, and so we've got normal pages, 2 of which I'm going to stick these onto, and we've got those. We've got 2 book pages. Now the book pages, they're from a storybook that I've used a number of times called Nice Stories, and this one is a very short story called How the Little Mermaid Came to Church, and it finishes there, and another one starts a difference of opinion, and this is the rest of a difference of opinion. So when I go to put these in the book, I'll put them in such a way that you can read the story, should you so desire. I'm going to go and shoot that dog in a minute. I've also got two little doilies, itty bitty doilies. This is a wee Dovecraft one. Dovecraft do crafting stuff. I thought, well, I still do think that Dovecraft are British. I'm not sure. I'm assuming they're British because you never see Indian America using Dovecraft. So, right, so there's my pages and my doilies. What I want to do now is I want to stick these in the book, so we'll do them one at a time. What I'm planning on doing is having it like that, where it goes in, that would fold that way, so that would need to fold that way, and that would be in the page like that. So I need to stick this down to the page, and this is where it starts to get really ropey. I'm going to use tape to stick this, and I'm going to move that page out of the way so I can see this better. Hopefully, I mean this tape is, it's good tape, it's the tape I use for cards when I'm making them. I was going to try and pull that off there, but that's not happening. Where's that now? Wait a minute, where is it? A minute ago I had a, oh, it doesn't matter, I'll use this one. I had a purple, I'll find it. Must be somewhere. I had a purple bone folder, but I've obviously put it down, put something on top of it. I don't know what. Right, so we'll use this and shall tear that off. And that wee bit, and then we shall stick it to this page. Now I want to do it kind of central, and I'm not having it right at the edge of the page. I don't need to have it, it's maybe about a 1/16 of an inch back from the page, and that's it. That will, so you're doing journal. Oh, and open it out, and you can have a wee journaling spot there and a journaling spot there, or maybe put a wee picture. What I'll maybe do is, when I go to do, I'll be doing the stamping tomorrow probably, and the next day, because I've got a feeling the stamping is going to drag on a bit. You know what I'm like for my stamping. In which case I shall stamp up the things to put on and then attach them in. Now this one, what I don't want is the book. I don't want the book to get really heavy in one direction, so the other page I want to, since I stuck that on a right hand page, I want to stick the other one on a left hand page. So I need to turn this the other way, and change my folds again, but that's okay. So that's what we're doing here. Now need to stick my tape on. See that flower? That flower, this flower here, this flower's been on my desk for months. I brought it out to do something which I didn't do, and then I just left it, and I do that quite regularly. And that's how I end up with tons of stuff all over my desk and having such terrible bother. Now I haven't thought about thingies yet, pockets or tucks. What I did think was that I quite fancied doing something a wee bit different. Whether or not that'll happen is up for grabs, because I'm not going to be doing that today. Oh no, I don't want to put that away just yet. Right, so remember, I'm putting that on this side this time. I'll just burnish that down and then peel it off. It's going to stop. Oh, it has stopped, that's the problem. It's not loosening the paper. There we go. And about, I would say, middle of the page, going up and down the way, and maybe about a 1/16 of an inch in. And I'll just run over that. Have I done that the wrong way round? I have. Oh, I'm thinking. Wait a minute. Aye, I have, because it's... How did I manage? Oh no, no. Aye, how did I manage that? Because it was meant to be the other side. Right, not to worry. No, you can't redeem this no matter what way you do it. It's down the way it's down, and that's it. Oh, what am I like? Oh well. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's... You're going to see it whatever way you look at it. That's okay, it'll do. Right, so that page is going to go on that side. Move these wee bits of tape stuff out of the way. So, let's try and at least put the papers into some sort of order. My bone folder thing. Right, so we'll start the book. We'll start the book with that, and then we shall have a book page. And I want the Little Mermaid who came to church. Then I'll have a piece of square paper. Then we'll have a doily. Then we'll have a Tim Holtz. Try and make sure you get the Tim Holtz the right way up. A normal page. One of those length pages. A music page. Another normal page. Square page. Another doily. A normal page. Oh wait a minute, hold on, these are the die cut ones. Oh, sugar plums, wait a minute. Right, so if we're putting a die cut one in there, we want to move the other die cut one. Or do we? Yes, we do. We want to put the other die cut one here in place of that. Right, so it will put the book page, A Difference of Opinion. We shall put in this one with the concertina folded page that's folded the right way. We'll put in the lined page, put in a normal page, and we'll put in the other tin holds. Did I put, where's the first? Oh, the first tin holds is further on, isn't it? Aye. Right, so that's for pages together. I am not going to worry about the fact that that isn't one fine line, because it's just no worth the hassle, to be honest. I find it very, very difficult to cut them all in line. I'll maybe, after I've done the stamping, think about adding some bits of lace, but I'll judge that once I've seen how it looks with the stamping. So that's those organised, and we'll probably call it quits there for today. Excuse me, I'll do the stamping tomorrow because I'm quite late in starting today. It's 4:20. So what I did want to say was, I had been watching some videos recently. Bear with me, where did I put it? Oh, it's up here. I've been watching some videos and seen a new technique that I thought was absolutely brilliant, and it involved alcohol ink and alcohol ink blending solution, or it's apparently isopropyl alcohol that is blending solution. Or so you can either buy it from Ranger for like £7 a bottle, or you can get a bottle of isopropyl alcohol for £2. So I thought I'll go for the bottle of isopropyl alcohol, and I found it on eBay, ordered it, ordered my Yupo paper for doing the ink blending in, and I've got my alcohol inks on already. I also bought foil because you can add foil to it, and it really, I mean, when I watch these videos, it looks immaculate. So anyway, I discovered the other day that our sorting office had gone on an unofficial strike. We hadn't had any mail for about 5 days, which is really quite unusual for ourselves. So anyway, I discovered that they'd gone on strike, but the day that I found out they'd gone on strike, they had gone back to work. So I was told, you know, you should get mail either today or tomorrow. So yesterday afternoon the door goes, and it's a postman. I didn't recognise the guy. It's not anybody that's normally on our route, but he gave me 6 packages. So there was an assortment of crafting things, needless to say, and I got my foil for doing my alcohol ink stuff. I got my Yupo paper, and I got some sticky tape and a glue pen and things like that, and some stamps. I'd ordered stamps. So these all showed up, and this showed up, and I thought, I don't know what this is, because I've not ordered anything that would come like this. So I opened it up, and this is what it was. It's a hood for attaching to a hairdryer of some sorts, and it says, please use on low heat setting of your hairdryer. And I thought, what? I didn't order this. So I had a look at eBay and a particular shop that I bought the isopropyl alcohol from, and they sell them. So instead of sending me the alcohol for doing my ink blending, they sent me a hood to dry my hair. So I don't know if I'm going to do my ink blending and sit with this in my head, or what. I've got in touch with them, and they were all apologies, and will send me the appropriate wee bottle of alcohol at some point. But I thought, do you know, it's the sort of thing that seriously could only happen to me. So I've got a feeling when I do go to do my alcohol ink blending, I might be sitting with my hairdryer hood on, and I'll let you know how that goes. Right, so that's us for the day. thanks very much for your time. I shall see you all hopefully tomorrow, and we might tackle some stamping and think about tuck spots. So see you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.